Welcome to Week 3 Organizational Behavior Intersession 2021. Everybody completed Myers-Briggs, and I just want to make a few comments on it. One is, remember, these are preferences, not absolute. As individuals, we adapt. The more success we can be successful by adapting. It's not our preference. Keep that in mind. But it can be a tool that you can use as an individual to manage your own performance, and a tool for you as a manager to maximize your group's performance, being able to focus on the preferences of the group. And that becomes of the preferences of the individual. It's a very actionable thing. And I think if we look at it again, and I just sort of want to go through this on a summary basis, the E and the I, it's where do we get our energy? Okay? Are we energized by being out in a group of people, or are we energized by focusing on ourselves and getting some downtime? We all need that. But again, it's what our preferences are. Where do we get our energy? The second letter is for how do we take in information? Okay? Sensors got to walk through things step by step. And intuitors prefer information gathered from patterns and meanings. So think about it as step by step, and then intuitive, you gather information, you put it together. Now remember, these are preferences, okay? A method for making decisions, thinking or feeling. None of these are right or wrong. They just simply are. We need both, each one of these, to be a successful organization. And the T is, I think, some big decisions based on objective principles and facts. Feelings tend to make decisions more on subjective human concerns and feelings. Nothing right or wrong. Approach to the world, judging and perceiving. The J's need some structure and order. Perceivers. Flexibility and adaptability. J's like closure. They like to get things done. Okay? Where P's, they'll get to it eventually. Okay? So that's just sort of a brief rehash there. Just an interesting thing is when we look at this group, I wish we could have done this group here specifically in person. Because what I see is when you look at how people break down, these are the U.S. populations. As you can see, the ISTJs, ISFJs, and when you break it down and then look at our class, the class as a whole, when you look at it, is ENTJs, ENFPs, ESTJs, and then some I's thrown in for good luck. But when you see the numbers across here, we don't fit that typical pattern. Okay? So I think you're going to see that when we do the presentations and you do yours, see if you can figure some of this stuff out as you're doing it. Just to where you focus your attention, it's almost a 50-50 split. In this group, it's 70-30. I think, again, if we were together, this would be a very loud, noisy group. And then differences in our behavior come from how certain letters combined. Sensing and judging, sensing and perceiving, intuitive feeling, intuitive thinking, NTs and Fs. And again, this group is almost 65% is intuitive feelers, intuitive thinkers. And that's why, to some degree, I think a lot of you have really, when I've listened to the reflections, you've really take that into account. You're seeing a lot of different things. But for those of you that may be SJs or SPs, you're still trying to figure out, why are we doing, how is this working? And it's going to take a little bit where others jump in. And you can really see the difference in the reflections. Again, nothing's right or wrong. Reflection 3, use audio and video. Okay? I'm becoming more and more convinced as we do this that this really helps you think things through. And I can tell from listening as opposed to all the words. When you're talking, you become much more genuine, sincere. You can see the energy you put into it. And sometimes when you just put words on paper, you can't see that, but I can sense that. when you do it. And that's due no later than Friday, January 22nd. We'll have one more due after that. Current events discussions and presentations are in high gear now. It counts the presentation itself for 12 points. You also need to participate in 4 others for a total of 8 points, 2 points each. You may attend any presentation on the attached list. I'm doing 3 different classes over Intersession, but to give you, some of you are working, some of you are doing other things, you can attend any one of the presentations that'll count in your 4. So take a look at them and go from there. See which one you want to do. This week we got some really good discussions on Tuesday morning on stock buybacks, the disclosure of ESG, environmental, social, and governance data, inviting you to a session at NBT Bank Information and Recruiting. They are actively recruiting graduates. So if you are graduating and you don't have a job, I suggest you be there. And if not, just to come and see how an organization is. We have some successful alumni there, and they'll be happy. They're going to be talking a lot about organizations, structure, and the like. So you might find it interesting. Going through CFOs in 2021, we'll keep an eye on those 10 things. Boeing finds in the future. Drain bosses when nothing is normal. Managing an extreme uncertainty like we've been going through this. How to expand diversity in the workplace. Acquisition. Planning. Planning takes in all aspects of a business. The power and limits of being a boss. I have a piece on dynamic power. Oh my gosh, what time is that? Okay, on Thursday we have dynamic planning, the power and limits of being a boss. I do have an opening at 11 o'clock. If somebody would like to take that, just let me know. 3 o'clock, sustaining and strengthening inclusion in our new remote environment. Lower taxes and high temperatures, luring finance firms to Miami. It's a Finance 315. But again, why are you locating in Miami? Because it's nice for the people. Companies give up cash to buy back debt. More pressure on disclosure of ESG data, economics of oil, special purpose acquisition company. So you're welcome to attend any one of these. Notice there are a lot of different times so that you can participate on that. To join the presentation, the Zoom link is right here, and this is for all of them. They'll all be set up and it'll run every day until we're done. If you haven't signed up yet, please make sure you do, and we'll figure that out either this week or early next week. So to join the presentations, you just click here. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out, and we're really making progress as we run through the course. So let me know if you have any questions.